Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is not the first, second or third time I'm filming this video, but I will not give up until I deliver this information to you people. So consider subscribing. And yeah, so as the video suggests, today we'll be talking about 8 things that I am very sure and I'm very confident that if you focus on these 8 things, you can really change your life and grow your life. So the first point is makeup or a good look, just generally just makeup and fashion and looking good. So makeup is not usually about being beautiful, and it doesn't mean that if you do your makeup you're not beautiful when you're natural. How people interpret makeup is that you have expounded effort on yourself, and usually people don't usually put effort into you until you put effort into yourself. So when you put your makeup on, if you dress well, if you just like present yourself in the best possible way that you can achieve, and you'll get the best response. Like you'll get the best response when you're looking your best. So that's it. Number 2 is consistency. So consistent consistency is like one key tool to getting to your goal. So whatever goal you have, maybe your goal is leveling up in terms of your looks, maybe you want to know how to do makeup, maybe you want to whatever goal you have set for yourself. So what you do is practice it consistently. Maybe like if you want to know how to do your makeup, try to do your makeup every single day, because if you consistently do something, you will never perform the same, and usually it gets better. And whatever skill you want, whatever skill you think is possible out there, just choose your goals and consistently do them and trust the process, because you can't I've never seen anyone. I'm using the example of makeup so much because at least it's one of the things that I have seen that I wasn't really. If I look back a year ago and now, I can say this is one part of my life that has taught me so much, because when I started doing my makeup, I didn't even know that I would improve. Not to say that it's perfect right now, but it's one area of my life that has really proven to me what consistency can do, because I was just doing my makeup on a daily basis, not because of I wanted to get better, but just because it was part of my getting ready routine. And with the time, I get to realize that, whoa, my skills are getting better. I'm getting interested in more products that I didn't use before. And yeah, that way it keeps getting better and better and better. Stick around and you'll see what will happen next year. Anyways, yeah, so consistency, whatever it is, I think I've explained that point pretty well. The third thing that, if you want to grow, if you want to achieve the best you can ever be, is silence. I think silence is a very important tool, and it's a very powerful tool. If you know how to use silence, you can pretty much be successful in all your conversations, because silence is the one thing that we don't know how to use, and we don't know when to use it. But it's a very deep topic, and I don't even know a lot about it, but I definitely know that silence is one thing that can even manufacture emotions. You can use your silence and make people feel certain ways, if you know where to place the silence. So yeah, that is my third point. And if you want us to discuss any point in details, please comment down below, and we shall do that in another separate video. Number four, another thing that I think, if you really bank on, if you put your effort in this, I think you will be able to, is every relationship in your life. I actually didn't realize how immense the effect of just any relationship you have is. So your relationship, whatever it is, all your relationships, they all have either two diverse, intense effects. So one will either like drop you dead, or one will either fly you to the sky. And please don't underestimate the power of a bad relationship. It can get you from being a queen to being like the most useless peasant. I just, a bad relationship is bad for anyone. I wouldn't wish it even on my worst enemy. So basically, all this to say that all your relationships have two effects. So you decide, anything that is not building you up is not worth your time. And that way, if you only have good relationships, I only have 10 minutes to finish this video. So the other point, quickly, as I go quickly, the other point is self-perception. So like, and by the way, these points are like, I'm just trying to get these points from like things that I've learned from. And yeah, so you can learn from me, and if you have your own things that you've learned from, comment down below and let me know, because I would also like to top up my list. So the fifth one is self-perception. So I learned about self-perception when I was in high school. Yeah, so there's a way I used to think of myself, and I saw myself as a person who was shy. I never saw myself as someone who would like stand in front of a whole parade and like address them. And then one time we were just like, no, this is an example I should use for a different point, but anyway, self-perception, like, this is what I've learned about self-perception. There are some times where I would be in a certain place, and then I feel like I'm not having fun, like I don't fit in, I don't belong, or I am just not having fun. And then in other instances, usually something very similar, I feel like I am the most confident. I feel like when I'm during a time when I'm confident, and it's very normal to feel low, or yeah. So during the times that I'm very confident and very happy, maybe with my friends, or when I'm just in a very good mood, I usually feel like everything just goes right. Even when I'm in a party, let's say, I would socialize, I would meet new people, I would have the most fun. But on the other hand, maybe when I'm not feeling myself or anything, I don't get to meet new people, I don't get any opportunities, I feel like I'm bored, I feel like I don't fit in the same setting. So perception is really important, because if you feel like you're the shit, everything is going to come to you. If you feel like you really have a long way to go before you become the shit, it's going to take you that long. Next, I lost count. Anyway, next point is validation. And when I say validation, I don't mean validation from other people, validation from yourself. Like, as I make this video, I'm like, okay, this is the first time I'm doing a sit down video. I feel like I can't get my thoughts together right now and express myself, but I'm still going to post this video, because I believe, and I am so certain it won't take me long before coming back to this video to just re-listen to it and improve myself. So here's an example of how validation could go wrong or go right. If I depend on you people to tell me my videos are nice, continue doing them, I'll probably, if you give me feedback that, oh, your video is so nice, continue doing that, do other videos like that, I'm going to be so gassed up, and I'm going to do more videos. I'm going to be more confident in the videos, knowing that there are people out there who are resonating with me. But the downside of me taking that validation and building such high confidence from it is that if tomorrow I do another video and then you guys decide to not agree with me and tell me, no, you shouldn't do those videos, or you shouldn't do this and that, it's still going to eat into my confidence. So you really have to learn how to validate yourself. Like, take yourself as a third party. Take yourself as a third party, and then ask yourself, would you judge yourself? Like when you do every time you feel like you're afraid of being judged by other people, or you feel like you're not doing something right, just put yourself as a third party and ask yourself, would I really judge myself for doing this? Would I judge anyone for doing what I'm doing right now? And no, I wouldn't. So don't give yourself a hard time, because people do project their negative and positive emotions on whoever expresses that truth. So I'm getting deep. Anyways, the other point is time. Okay, this is interesting. When I was in school, I never used to do my assignments. Like 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't do my assignments. So I would go to school, and in my side of the earth, we used to get beaten if you for mostly any mistake you do. So we used to be beaten, and I used to fear being beaten so much, especially on my hands. So I used to tell myself, we would be told, like, when the teacher comes into class and you've not done your homework, I'd always be there. And it used to be so much I can't even start doing it during class when the teacher is in. So she would be like, come forward and kneel down in class. So we'd go kneel down, and then I'd always tell myself, you know what, because it used to be so scary. You'd feel like your life is, for me, I used to feel like my life is over. I'm going to be beaten. It's going to be so painful, and I'll probably not get over this. But a lot of times I used to, as we're kneeling down, and I'm like, what? I could have done my homework if I wanted to. Now I'm going to be beaten. And then I'd tell myself, wait, but tomorrow is going to come, and if tomorrow comes, we will probably be done with this punishment and we'll have moved on. So, and then, or I tell myself, home time will reach, and obviously home time, we will go home, and that means by the time it's home time, I won't have this to deal with anymore. So I used to feel like, okay, I've not done my homework. Am I willing to do my homework tomorrow? No, I still fear canes. So time used to be what encouraged me and what made me, I don't know, as in it just helped me through school. I don't know how that explanation is supposed to help you, but anyway, whenever you're going through something, whenever you're maybe broke or what, just ask yourself, is it going to matter in the next 3 months? Is it going to matter in the next 5 months or 5 minutes? If not, it's probably not something to worry about. Don't live in your thoughts. Okay, last but not least. Okay, I don't know why in this video I don't feel like these points are as they're not really hitting home as much as they did when I was coming up with them. But anyway, consistency. We'll practice this thing until you get it right. If you got to this point, I know you're not skipping my video, so I think I can relax right now. The last, actually it's the last one, number 8. Don't underestimate the power of shooting your shot. Okay, so I was saving this example for this last point. When I was in high school, we had, oh my god, I'm giving you so much of my high school stories. I used to be number 1 in the list of being sent home for school fees. It was a boarding school, so we would be so excited every time we were being sent home for fees, and those who had cleared their fees most of them would be so depressed because they can't go home. They have to stay in school, and school was, when you're in a boarding school, going home is always something to look forward to. So our principal introduced school debates to our school, where the whole school participates. We used to have a debate club, but it was only for the people who are members of that club. Now the whole school had a debate, like on Mondays. Then on Saturday we would be sent home for school fees. So I was so excited, and there's no way I'm gonna make it to school by Monday, so maybe Tuesday or something, because we'd go home on Saturday, and I come back maybe on Tuesday to school, and then I'm just being told stories of the school debate. Oh, I don't know who was talking. It was just nice stories, and this is this is my thing. Like, I love debates, I love such things. And yeah, these are the things that I used to take interest in when I was in school. So I'd come back to school and people tell me stories about how I missed the debate, and such cool stories that I wanted to be part of. And then finally I decide, okay, if I won't clear my school fees, I'll probably not attend any. Okay, so I did my thing. Finally, when I'm done with my school fee, I think the principal had traveled, and since there was no other person who was really interested in that whole thing in terms of like coordinating it and stuff, it was not there. It was not held that Monday. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Like, the first Monday that I spent in school is that first Monday that the school debate was not held because the principal was not around. So a weeks later, we had like a school meeting where we were supposed to tell the principal, like, just tell her how we feel and ask her about anything. So I'm just waiting for someone to say, hey, what happened to the school debates? No one did. I tried like whispering it where I was. Maybe someone would hear me and, you know, just ask, but no one did. I was so shy to even like lift my hand and ask that. And then eventually no one was, and it was really ilikuwa inaniwasha. So I decided I'm gonna ask. And then I was just like this. She saw me and then she was like, okay, ask your question. I was like, oh, what happened to the school debates? And she was like, that is so good. You I don't know, if you notice a problem, you should be part of the solution. And then she told me, so from today you will be the one coordinating the school debate on Mondays. So from being this shy person who couldn't even gather up the courage to just lift her hand and ask what happened to the school debate, to now being the coordinator of the school debate. So it can only be held when I'm around. And then I thought, okay, it was not an option. It was like, you saw the problem, you must be part of the solution, so you will be coordinating it from now on. So I was like, okay. It's like she put me in a spot where I was supposed to work on my shyness by default. And then the first time it was really shaky, and then from there, I don't know, it didn't even take me like long. I got used to it. I started getting more opportunities to just stand in front of the parade and talk. In no time, I started getting into other things. I became the journalism cheerlead, okay, just other things. Like, a lot of opportunities came. My self-perception changed. Just my school life took an absolute turn, and I don't know, like, I just got to learn so much about myself and so much about people and so much about life. And I can tell you, like, if you want to change is so simple, and it seems so hard when you think about it. But whoever you want to become, just do it. Just shoot your shot. You never know. Something might seem so small, but if you do it, it's going to, because I think opportunities, all of them are usually attached. Every opportunity is attached to another opportunity, because even those people who are great, like, if you're watching me and you're great, you know, you didn't just get there. You probably got one opportunity, and then from one opportunity it kind of sent you to something else, and then something else, and eventually you became great and you became confident. And yeah, so this is the journey of confidence. And if you enjoyed my long ass video, which had thoughts totally dissembled, but I'll get better. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and subscribe, comment down below, tell me, add your points, tell me things that I need to know so that I can grow, because that's everyone's goal. So add your points. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Any topic you want us to talk about for my next video, just let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I'll be posting a bit more consistently. I plan to walk the talk. So bye.